Hey there, Stampin' friends. Welcome to Movie Monday with Jody Brackbill, Stampin' Queen. Hope you guys all had a wonderful weekend, and we're going to jump right in and get started with some stamping on this Monday morning. I'm going to share this card with you. This was a case from Pinterest using our Tropical Chic Suite, which has been a lot of fun to play with. And we made this in my summer Stamp-A-Stack class. So let me show you how we did this. This one is a gate card, so it opens a little bit differently. I used the Detailed with Love stamp set as well as the Tropical Chic stamp set and some of the framelits that go with it. These are just a couple of the ones that we used. And I started off, well, I went ahead and I stamped a little flower right here and I die cut that one out. That's in Poppy Parade. I took some Granny Apple Green, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite greens to play with. Granny Apple Green, and I ran that one through the embossing folder with the Climbing Vine embossing folder. So these are in the current catalog right now. So let me do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to pull in some Whisper White here, and I have, let's go ahead and start with this piece. I'm going to stamp my sentiment, my happy birthday, in some Memento Black. I'm going to do that down here just kind of in the right hand corner because I have some things I want to put in there and I don't want my happy birthday to get lost. So I start by stamping that one and then I know how to work around it. I'm going to pull in my Granny Apple Green, which I was just using on another project. So it's not right here beside me, but here we go. So real quick lesson on these ink pads. I've shared this before, but these are our new style ink pads. They open a little bit differently. Okay, so what you're going to do is open it kind of like a compact. It's just going to pop open. Once you have it open, use your whole palm and slide that in until it locks. Little learning curve on that one, which, you know, once we have something we're used to, we just have to kind of get used to learning how to work with something a little bit different. So, whoa, slippery soap. Now I've got ink all over my hands. That's a great day. All right, so now whenever you're ready to close them, I just kind of put my fingers right in that little lip, pull it towards me, and then flip it shut. So I'm going to, let's set that one aside, and I'm going to pull in this longer piece. And, well, I shouldn't have closed that Granny Apple. I want to use it again. So I'm going to open that one up. They are a little tight at first when you start using them, but I found the more I'm working with them, opening and shutting, they're getting much easier to slide. You could use a little bit of like WD-40 on a Q-tip or even a candle, like a birthday candle, and just kind of run that across these edges here just to give it a little extra slide. I like to use my whole palm because I don't want it to get off track. So that way that's nice even pressure whenever you are opening and closing them. So let's go ahead and stamp a couple of these big, I don't know what they are, some kind of fancy tropical leaf, I guess. Again, pull towards me and then just lock it in place. Now, I don't have all new ones, so this is the old style, and this one we're used to pushing and flipping, okay? So that's where we have to remember that this one does not, these do not flip just yet. You're going to open them the whole way and then close them. So no flipping until you're ready to close that right there. All right, so now we have a big fern here. I'm going to stamp a couple of these guys in Garden Green, leaving some space. So I want to stamp a couple of my Poppy Parade flowers in there. So I want to leave a little bit of white space. So I'm going to have you watch me open this one. There we go. And where's my flower? All right, here we are. So come back. So I'm just going to put a couple of those in for a big pop of color right there. Maybe another one, just catching a little bit down there. All right, now I'm going to close nice and careful. All right, so I'm going to take this piece here And looking. Okay, here we are. I was looking for my snail adhesive. I have a lot of stuff on my desk, and so sometimes things get lost. So I'm going to take that piece I just created, and I'm going to mat that with some Granny Apple Green cardstock. So these two are going to be my panels for the front of my card. And let's pull that card in. While I have the tape out, we're going to go ahead and attach this piece to a layer of Poppy Parade. So that's ready to go. And then I've got my card. So I noticed, I think I'm going to be okay. I noticed that somewhere along the line it has picked up a little bit of ink. But if I fold it the right way, yeah, it's going to get covered up. So we're good to go. So I just took a piece of Whisper White. That's our standard card size. So this is, what do we do? 8.5 by 5.5. And instead of folding it in half and making a card, I just bring my two pieces in here and have them meet right in the middle. One of them's a little offset, but that's, you know, that's the beauty of handmade. Everything is not perfect. So I think I've told you before, I have a stamp for the back of my card that says, "So it ain't Hallmark." If you want cards that look the same, you can go to the store and buy them and everyone will get the same card and nobody will have anything different. Or you can make something on your own, which that's what I choose to do. Put a little bit of me in every card. There's a little bit of me right there. All right, so I'm gonna put this piece, this panel in here, and it's not cut to the right size, but that's all right. I'm gonna go with it. I was trying to go by memory, and sometimes my memory, it ain't so great. So I'm just gonna put that panel of Granny Apple Green there. And I'm going to do my second panel on the other side. Although I want to make sure my flowers do go the correct way. That piece will just fit right in here. Now, just for fun, let's put a little something pretty on the inside too. So when this person opens up their birthday card, they'll have a little flower in there waiting for them to say hello. All right, so then this is going to close that way. Now the trick comes to when you put this on. You want to be sure that you're only having adhesive right here. You don't want adhesive on this side or your card won't open. So what I chose to do was just put about 3 dimensionals in a row. You could use, you know, regular snail adhesive there. That would be fine. But I chose to have a little dimension to my card. So let's peel these guys off. Close that, and then, oh, there's another little piece of me. Looky there. Got a little smuts right there, but that's okay. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess today. All right, you guys feel me, right? That's why. That's where it came from. Alrighty, so now I took one of my dies and I cut out this little fern frond. And one trick that I have noticed is that the precision plate. Use the precision plate when you're working with this one. It makes it so much easier to come out. It just kind of fell out. So I just have a little bit of adhesive on here. It's no big deal that it's kind of sticking onto my cardstock because I'm going to cover that up with our little flower. So I'm just going to put a little dimensional on there. And just attach my flower right over where I had all that. And there you go. A very quick and simple, beautiful Tropical Chic gatefold card. Thanks so much. And look, perfectly covered up that little schmutz that I had. See how we work with all those little uh-ohs. All right, kids, thanks so much for joining me. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week for Movie Monday.